Hello. I'm recording this during my Zoom office times on Wednesday, September 29th. That was Dumbo. He's very photogenic. He likes to be on the camera. While I'm waiting to perhaps someone show up for a consultation, I thought I might record a video for my online classes, just to keep them up to date with what's happening with us. So right now you are in the process of finalizing questions and answers and quizzes on all the readings. As soon as you're completed with that contract overseas, which I realized was a very long story, so I broke it into 2 parts. Then I'll begin reviewing for you early next week or later this week, but certainly early next week, the concepts of writing an essay, the literary analysis, all the readings that we've had. Remember, those readings are incumbent, which is a fancy word that means it's your obligation. It's incumbent on you to do those if you need that tutorial. Mostly what I'm doing with the online classes, guiding you through the readings. And now what you're going to do, you're going to select for a pre-writing exercise. I'll post it probably Sunday-ish. You're going to just write me a short paragraph about which story or stories, if you want to do a comparative analysis, which means you take 2 stories and you're going to focus on theme. If you look at the assignment that's posted, that comes from the department with all the guidelines, I've reduced some of them a little bit. I reduced the word count. But it gives you some guidance toward the kinds of things that you're looking for with themes, the big global issues, all the isms, all the bad things in society. So we've seen a bunch of those. We've seen male and female conflict. We've seen social hierarchies, and status, and how people can be corrupted by the power they have. We've seen some elements of kind of very subterranean, sort of beneath the surface, race, or at least the effects of racism in America. Maybe a little bit. It's not really racism with some of the other stories. It's more like cultural status or whatever. Generational conflicts, we've seen that when it comes to older generations adhering to traditions. You may say there's gender conflict in a story like Sweat, because Sykes seems to think he's the man of the house and he gets to just run things the way he wants. Sorry about my hair. I usually kind of gel it down a little bit so I look like a punk rocker right now, a gray punk rocker. So those are the kind of things that you're going to be thinking about. If you look at the assignment and its guidelines, gives you some indication of making sure you do that. Remember, you have an academic audience, so you're writing your best standard semi-formal. It's not really formal, but it's not just the way we talk or whatever, too. Standard English, so mind your mechanics and your grammar, and try not to be too sloppy. Give it an effort, proofreading and things like that. In a related way, I would like to explain to you how I grade the discussion comments or the comments towards stories. For the most part, I start at a 10. If it's 10 out of 10, I start at 10 for everybody. And then I open the grade saver on the, is it called grade saver? The grading process. And I look at what you produce. And for the most part, I'm keeping it 10, unless, it seems like you skimp by a little bit, you, instead of a nice little paragraph, you have 2 sentences or 3 sentences. And vagueness, where you're not really talking very specific about something, would make me take a point or so off. Or if you have vagueness and some, sloppy grammar things, I might take 2 points off. So that can kind of give you an overall indication of, why you got an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. So I can share, I'm going to go ahead and share screen. And that way I can show you, this one's the one. Share the wrong thing. Let's see. Stop. Let's see. You don't want to show me the right thing. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing. I think I got it right. So I'm hoping that you'll see this. Our classes, if you are seeing this, these are my 2 online classes. So I'm just going to open one. They're going to be sort of mirrors of each other, with the exception of the people that are populated. Hope this works. So if I haven't said it already, I think I said it in a previous video, but I'm moving whatever modules we're working on currently, like 6 and 5 are there now. I move those up so that it's not cluttered and you can see exactly what we're up to at this point. So here's the assignment prompt. You want to take a look at that. I haven't made the assignment official yet, but it does tell you that it's due on the 8th, so late next week. And then there'll be an actual official assignment for you to drop your materials, your file into. I go down here to week 7. I haven't moved it up yet. That's next week. See, that's when it's due, next week. And then we're going to shift after that to doing the second paper, which is a cultural analysis. And I'll make a video, or I'll include videos. Sometimes I'll post the videos of my on-campus class, and maybe that can help you out a little bit. So let's not rush it, though. Let's not worry about week 8 until we get past week 7. Week 8 really is going to be occupied by leading up to the midterm exam. This doesn't go in. It's really at the end of week 8, but so don't worry about any of that. Let's just get through the literary paper first. All right, well, I'm going to end this now. I hope this has been a little bit helpful. I know it's difficult being in an online class where things are just kind of posted out there in the cybersphere, and you have to deal with it. Feel free to ask questions, or ask me to create a Zoom at any specific time that you except on Tuesdays and Thursdays during the early part of the day. I have classes, on campus classes. All right, well, let me know if you have any problems. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. I have to leave the meeting open because this is my office time.